A chilly afternoon as we get set to tee it up here on EA Sports College Football. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Maryland Terrapins. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Catching up with the Badgers head coach before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Terrapins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will have the football first. And here comes Abu Sama. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, that always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. And I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Here comes the offense on second down. Keeps it on the ground. Got the first down, and he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. They'll move the tight end. Quick give. It's Jackson. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. They go play action with Joseph. Finds the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Finds a crease. It's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Got a man in the middle. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Badgers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Tries it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. They want to flex their muscle. 3 tight ends on the field on third and goal. They'll run it. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Joseph Complete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
The give to the back. Trying to buy a little room with that shotgun run, and they were lucky to get it back up to the 3.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. Right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throws quickly. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hits inside. It's Dupree. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Rush is on, and it's a sack.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more... Snags it, and there's running room. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Straight ahead, it's Coleman Williams. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Breaks into the open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Got him on the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to bully their way in. He's not going to make it on 4th and 2. He's going to lose a yard.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Tight end now in motion. Looking for room. It's Dupree. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Joseph. Whip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. On the left side, here's Coleman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Nowhere to go.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Throwing Joseph. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Looking to the big tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Searching for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points up.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Hauls it in. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down? Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be...
Intercepted, number 19. There he goes. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Joseph throws to the tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And, man, he was just like, forget that, guys. I'm getting this back on one play. Like, obviously, the big decision last drive makes the mistake. It goes all the way back to the house, and it looked to me like I want it all back. We're going to get the momentum right now. Defense ready, made a stand, made a nice play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On target to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Again, it's Joseph.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back. It's Washington. Throws to the back. And he almost had a pick.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Comes down, it's Durham. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Holds on, it's Webb. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Terrapins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Durham. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Look out! And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Speeding down the left side. He's at the tip, going the other way, and he takes it all the way back. Oh, what a way to finish the half, and what a disastrous way for this offense.
And how about the finish to this first half? This defense trying to hold on, not give up points. They flip the script, force the fumble, scoop it up, score it, and bring all the momentum right into the half with this football team.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at SMU taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To throw, it's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got him quickly. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Delay to the back. It's Danzy. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. The snap sets up the throw. Makes a catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, it's Smith. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
Touchdown, Maryland! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll need.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. If it works. They tried to follow up the big run with a pass and didn't work out for them.
No, how about a good job by the defense? You know, sometimes when you give up runs, you get more aggressive. You want to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage, and you want to overreact. The defense stayed calm, stayed true, came up with a big sack the next play.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Perfect timing on the hit to keep it from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the draw, it's Smith. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long here. Selling the fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under pressure. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Hands it off. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Joseph. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They send the tight end in motion. Misses badly on that one.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Sets his feet. It's Washington. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Smith. Turning it on! Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. Maybe a crease. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball?
Snags it, and he's open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Going to the run, it's Smith. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
To the air, it's Washington. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Joseph on the play action. Out wide left, it's Rigby. Sprinting away. The 30. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a... ...5 yards. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Smith takes the handoff. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
With the catch, it's Webb. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Here he goes. Makes a man miss. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Left side, it's Durham. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He gets a hand on it. He didn't get there. A stop for this defense, and now they've got a chance to save themselves.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal blocking, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
Driven back.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Goes high to pull it in. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page in time.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Badgers have moved it inside the 20. Throwing Joseph on the stop.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You can tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Long way to go on second down. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! All tied up, just over a minute to go, guys. Still plenty of time for a finish.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT, or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The run inside. It's Smith. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Working the middle, it's complete. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
The quick out. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He'll set up to throw. Taking a shot. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Sells the run, looking to pass. They're all over it. Out wide left, it's Smith. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Got it, looking for the first down. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole play.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Offense in a bunch formation. Joseph. Fires into the end zone. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
He just about had the pick, and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up fourth down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Making the adjustment. Fourth down, Joseph. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Throwing Joseph. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dragged down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Oh, pressure's coming. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. Maryland uses its second timeout. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Dead center perfect. And now they take the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Moving the pocket, it's Washington. Out wide right, it's Fleming. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quick give, it's Smith. There's a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal. Driving forward, it's Smith. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Hits the hole, it's Howard. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can push this one in, they win the game. It's 3rd and goal. He's going for the